Yeah, hopefully this is going to stay if you're on holiday. Hopefully you're going to get this weather for quite some time. So welcome along to the sheep race. Excuse me. Just going to go through a couple of things before we get the race underway. Tell you about the runners and riders in today's race, tell you about the layout of the track, the rules and regulations in sheep racing, and obviously the most important thing to tell you is actually what you can win. Alongside me today I've got my very helpful colleague Denny, youngest member of staff here in the Big Sheep, and he's going to help us during today's sheep race as well. So first of all, if you can all just look up towards the top end of the park in that direction, between the roller coaster and the twister, is where you're going to find the start line of today's race. Metal gate up there. Behind the metal gate, 6 of the fastest sheep in the entire world. Now we spend a long time training the sheep here at the farm, and these guys really do run very, very quick. Up there is Farmer Pete. Farmer Pete's got a big job to do actually at the start of the race. We use very tall sheep in this race and very short jockeys. Oh, he's waving, give him a wave. Look at that, he stood on the gate, and actually that's the tallest he ever gets. Yes, he likes to see things from a different height actually. Wow, he's like a giant. So Farmer Pete's actually getting the jockeys on the sheep now. Like I said, they're very tall sheep, but very small jockeys. So they do need a bit of a leg up basically onto the sheep. Once the race begins, Farmer Pete's going to open that gate, and then the 6 sheep are going to race 3 furlongs down all the way past Bo Peep's Bend. We call it Bo Peep's Bend because sometimes we lose 1 or 2 sheep at that point during the race. From there's 2 more furlongs to go underneath the bridge past Shepherd's Brook. Final furlongs then bring them along past the U-turn at the top of the track just here. From the U-turn there's 3 jumps, jump 1, jump 2, jump 3, all the way over the finish line. And on the finish line actually is a black bowl. In the black bowl is sheep food. Sheep food to sheep, it's a bit like chocolate to ladies, they absolutely love it. And the first sheep over the finish line today will obviously get more food in his belly than any of the other sheep coming in behind. That's one of the reasons they run fast, but the main reason actually is down to you guys, to cheer for the sheep that you've placed a bet on. These guys are very clever sheep, and they actually do respond to the cheering. So the louder you cheer for your sheep, the faster your sheep is likely to run during the race. And what we're going to do now actually, we're going to find out actually how the betting has gone today. So if we do call out the name of the sheep that you've placed a bet on, please give us a big loud cheer. Your sheep are at the very top of the track listening. Now Denny's going to help us do this bit, so we'll go through the runners and the riders. When Denny calls out the name of your sheep, give your sheep a big loud cheer. So then, who has had a bet on?
Number 1 Red Ram.
Number 1 Red Ram! One of you, brilliant. Well actually Red Ram is probably one of the strongest sheep to place a bet on at the minute, because Red Ram has won more races this week than any of the other sheep put together. Give me an ooh. Oh yes, and we started our week yesterday actually, so the chance of him winning twice in a row is pretty slim, if I'm totally honest with you. You're looking out for a red coloured jockey on that one there. Number 1, cheering Red Ram as loud as you can. Hopefully gets you a win today. So who's had a bet on?
Number 2 Sugar.
Number 2 Sheargar! Wow, lots of support for Sheargar today. Well actually that doesn't surprise me, because Sheargar is a very popular sheep. Usually Sheargar comes in 1st, 2nd or 3rd. Very rarely do we see him taking 4th, 5th or 6th. Gets a good start out the gate, runs a nice good strong race for you. So cheering nice and loud for this guy. Your green jockey is the one you're looking out for, and cheering Sheargar as loud as you possibly can. So then, who's had a bet on?
Number 3 Little Pullover.
Number 3 Little Pullover! Oh, a few of you know, actually this guy's the youngest jockey in the sheep race. He carries a very slight weight advantage on his side. He is the lightest jockey in today's race, so he's got a slight weight advantage above all the other sheep. You're looking for a pink coloured jockey on that one there, and cheering Little Pullover as loud as you possibly can. So then, who's had a bet on?
Number 4 Golden Fleece.
Number 4 Golden Fleece! Well, Golden Fleece actually usually comes 1st or last. Very rarely do we see this guy taking a 2nd, 3rd, 4th or 5th. Gets a good start out the gate, runs a good strong race. It is probably one of the most responsive sheep in the race, though, down to the cheering. And actually, this particular sheep, when they get to the U-turn, if at that point you're not loud enough, the sheep will do exactly what it says on the sign, turn around, go straight back to the start line, run the race all on their own, therefore coming in last. Your yellow jockey is the one you're looking out for, and cheering for Golden Fleece as loud as you possibly can. So then, who's had a bet on?
Number 4 Golden Fleece.
We've just done that one, mate. It's number 5 Older Nitty.
Number 5 Older Nitty.
Number 5 Older Nitty. Good luck. Unfortunately, if you have placed a bet on Aldenity, that is the drunkard in today's sheep race. The only jockey here at the Big Sheep that knows exactly where the brewery is located is indeed Aldenity. We found him in the brewery just a couple of hours ago, and I'm not going to lie, he's had a few too many. In fact, he was flat out on the bar. Still quite drunk, that Pete has actually carried him up to the start line today. You'll know if he's still a little bit drunk once the race begins, because actually he's likely to be on his sheep back to front. However, don't let that put you off. This particular jockey has won more races seeing where he's been rather than where he's actually going. You're looking for a blue jockey on that one there and cheering Aldenity nice and loud. So the final sheep in today's race is...
Number 6, Woolly Jumper.
Number 6, Woolly Jumper! Lots of support every day without fail for Woolly Jumper. Really is one of the longest running races here at the Big Sheep. Actually won more races last year than any of the other sheep, and actually the only sheep in the history of sheep racing that has ever managed to clear all 3 jumps in one go. Yeah, if you believe that, you believe everything I've just been saying. The one bit of truth I will say, guys, is currently Woolly Jumper at the minute, he has done something that has never happened in the history of sheep racing. All the years we've been doing sheep racing here at the Big Sheep, in the past 15 days, Woolly Jumper has won 10 times. This is incredible. It's unprecedented. Never does it happen that way. So he really is doing very well. So today you may well be lucky enough to get another win with Woolly Jumper. Your multicoloured jockey, I believe his outfit choice today is orange and purple. So you're looking out for your orange and purple jockey on that one there, which is Woolly Jumper. Right, that's the runners and the riders. We've done the layout of the track. There's a rule in sheep racing, and I don't mind the boo for this bit. When your sheep passes the finish line down here, must be sheep and jockey complete at the same time. If your jockey falls off the sheep at any point during the race, unfortunately, that jockey will be disqualified. Big boos, big boos. Yeah, we don't mind. But actually, if by some huge mighty miracle your jockey manages to jump straight back on the sheep all on his own with no help from a human whatsoever, cross the line with the sheep, obviously that will be a legitimate win. So there we go. The final thing we need to do now is just give a pre-race check to the sheep. We like to do a little check on the sheep just to make sure we are actually running a fair race, because we've taken money from yourselves. So we like to do a steroid test on a daily basis with our sheep. Farmer Pete just doing that. While he's doing that, I'll tell you a little bit about what you can win. In fact, I think now I can hear everybody out there saying, Vaughan, what do we win? That wasn't everybody asking, so we'll try that one again. I think I can hear everybody saying, Vaughan, what do we win? I'm very glad you asked. Give me a drum roll on the railings and I'll tell you. Let's build up this excitement. We're building it up, we're building it up. Yes, indeed. Because today, if you've placed a bet on the winning sheep, you're going to be taking home a money cannot buy race winner's badge. The crowd goes wild. Or not so wild, okay. Luckily enough though, guys, don't be disappointed. We've actually added something else to the prize pile today, because not only do you win yourself a race winner's badge, you're also going to take home a race winner's cup. Yay! Now you go wild. That cup will have your sheep's name, colour, picture and number printed on it. That's your sheep's name, colour, picture and number printed on the cup. There's 6 to collect, and that's marketing. Okay. Right. We've done the pre-race check, the results are now in. I will tell you that all the sheep are in fact on steroids, so they're going to be running super fast for you today. In fact, we've seen this race completed in just 17.5 seconds in the past, so it can be a quick race when they want it to be. Other than that though, guys, a quick favour to ask of you. When you arrive through reception, you're given some paperwork, customer survey, your customer questionnaire. If you'd all just be so kind to take a couple of minutes out at the end of your day, fill out the survey, tell us what you've enjoyed about your day here at the Big Sheep. Do tell us what you haven't enjoyed though as well. Perhaps there's things you thought you'd see that you didn't see. Tell us about that also.
Which one's going to win, Dan?
Take on board your feedback.
Which one's going to win?
The only way really we improve the park
all of them.
Customers
Don't think they are.
After year. So, for doing that, as a thank you then from ourselves at the Big Sheep, you'll all be put into a free prize draw. I cannot believe we're giving this away, but one lucky family here today will be winning themselves a Florida holiday.
Brochure.
Well, let's face it, I think it's a bit better than that woo. So we'll try that one again. One lucky family here today will be winning themselves a Florida holiday.
Great brochure.
Brochure. Make sure you learn the word brochure. Don't get a free holiday, don't be ridiculous. No, we'll put you into a cash prize draw for £50 cash, so it can't be bad, can it? 2 minutes at the end of the day. We appreciate your feedback. Right, is everybody ready for the sheep race? In that case, we're now going to be on the starter's orders. The gate's going to fling open. There's the 6 sheep out the gate, followed by Farmer Pete. There we go, so coming up under the bridge first, it looks like it might be a little pullover today in the front actually. I'll wait to confirm this under the bridge. No, it's Older Nitty. He might be drawn below the knee, he's in the lead. Golden Fleeceman coming on the outside, red band there on the inside. And we got Woolly Jumper now, coming up through the middle. Woolly Jumper's got a turbo boost. Older Nitty there, round the corner first. Coming up Golden Fleece, shooting over the back there, little bit of that thing, two minutes to go. Free sheet basically. Older Nitty, Golden Fleece, red band, who's leading? Wow, I do not believe it. He drunkard in today's sheep race. Older Nitty, he may have spent the afternoon in the brewery, but that did not stop him winning today's race. The blue jockey, number 5, Older Nitty, is today's sheep race winner. And not Pete. Well, you did win, didn't you, mate? But then you've got all 6 badges, so you're pretty much guaranteed to win.
I'm on the hearts and minds of the millions.
You did, indeed, yes, yes, yes. So there we go, guys. So, winner of today's sheep race, Older Nitty number 5. If that's you, make your way along the railings here, into that building at the end, that's the winner's enclosure. And I will be joining all the winners in just a few moments' time of today's Big Sheep race. Placing their bets on number 5, Older Nitty.
I'm getting too old to do this. Well, 3 stone in 10 months tells you that.